Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Before going to the video, those who are not subscribed our channel, subscribe it and also click the bell button. In this video, we are going to see the questions 81 to 100 of November 2020 Electronic Science paper. 81st question. Arrange the following addresses in ascending order of their priority. First, address for divide error is 0000H. We know that the next address will be address for single step trap TF must be set is 0004H. The next address will be address for non-maskable interrupt, which is 0008H. The next address will be address for 1 byte interrupt instruction INT is 000CH. The next address will be address for overflow INTO instruction, which is 0010H. So here option A is correct. Next question. Following materials are given. Arrange them in ascending order of relative permeability. First they have given nickel, silicon ion, silver, cobalt. We know that from the table, silver has relative permeability of approximately 1. Next, cobalt has 250, nickel has 600, silicon ion has 7000. So here option B is the correct answer. Next question. Arrange the bandwidth efficiency of the following M-array modulation schemes in descending order. First 8-array PSK, second 8-array FSK, next 16-array FSK, next 16-array PSK, next 4-array FSK. Here answer D is correct. Let us see the solution. The bandwidth efficiency of M-array PSK, that is phase shift keying, is given by the formula eta B is equal to 0.5 log 2 M. First they have given 8-array PSK. So M is equal to 8. Substituting M is equal to 8, we have eta B is equal to 0.5 log 2 8. 8 can be written in terms of 2 as 2 cube. So eta B is equal to 0.5 into 3, which is equal to 1.5. Next, for 16-array PSK, substituting M is equal to 16. 16 can be replaced as 2 to the power 4. So eta B is equal to 0.5 into 4, which is equal to 2. Next, the formula for bandwidth efficiency of M-array FSK, that is frequency shift keying, is given by eta B is equal to 2 into log 2M divided by M. For 8-array FSK, substituting M is equal to 8, we have eta B is equal to 2 log 2 8 divided by 8. 8 can be written as 2 cube, which is equal to 3 into 2 6 into log 2 base 2 is equal to 1. So we have 6 by 8. So eta B is equal to 0.75. That is bandwidth efficiency is 0.75. Next, for 16-array FSK, substituting M is equal to 16, we have the bandwidth efficiency as 0.5. Similarly, for 4-array FSK, substituting M is equal to 4, we have bandwidth efficiency is equal to 1. Next question. For a unity feedback system, open loop gain is a complex quantity in the form of x plus jy, and M circles are drawn for different values of M. First M is equal to 1, second M is equal to 2, third M is equal to 3, fourth M is equal to 1.6. Arrange the above in ascending order of radius for constant magnitude loci. Here option A is the correct answer. Let us see the solution. Radius for constant magnitude loci is given by the formula R is equal to M divided by 1 minus M square. For M is equal to 1, we have R is equal to 1 by 1 minus 1 square, which is equal to 1 by 0, which is equal to infinity. Next, for m is equal to 2, we have r is equal to 2 by 1 minus 2 square, which is equal to 2 by minus 3, which is equal to minus 0.667. Next, for m is equal to 3, we have r is equal to 3 by 1 minus 3 square, which is equal to 3 by minus 8, which is equal to minus 0.375. Similarly, for m is equal to 1.6, we have r is equal to 1.6 by 1 minus 1.6 square, which is equal to 1.6 divided by minus 1.56, which is equal to minus 1.026. Important note is that for m ranging from 0 to 1, that is m less than 1, as m increases, the radius also increases. And for m greater than 1, as m increases, the radius decreases. So we can directly solve this problem. For that, for m is equal to 3, we'll have the lowest value, and m is equal to 1 will have the highest value. Next question. Arrange the following in order of occurrence from control grid to fluorescence screen. First, we will have pre-accelerating anode. Next, we will have focusing anode. Next, vertical deflection plates. And then we will have horizontal deflection plates. And after that, aquadag. So, here answer C is the correct one. Next question. Given below are two statements. Statement 1. For memory capacitors, one of the popular structure is trench capacitor to push memory densities to 64 megabits and beyond. Second statement. The sides of the trench capacitor are doped N plus and the bottom of the trench has a P plus region that forms a channel stop region to isolate adjacent capacitors. Here you can see that both the statements are correct. So answer A is the correct one. Next question. Given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion and the other is labeled as reason. First assertion. The circuits that are quite stable and relatively insensitive to temperature variations have high stability factors. We know that this statement is false. Next, reason. For a particular configuration, if a change in IC0 fails to produce a significant change in IC, the stability factor will be quite small. This statement is true. So, here assertion is false but reason is true. So, option D is the correct answer. Next question. Given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion and the other is reason. Assertion. In gun effect, when electric field is varied from 0 to a threshold value, the drift velocity decreases. This statement is false because the drift velocity increases. Next, reason. Beyond the threshold electric field, if the electric field is increased, the drift velocity decreases and the diode exhibits negative resistance. This statement is true. So, assertion is false but reason is true. Hence, here option D is the correct one. Next question. Given below are two statements. Statement 1. The Hall effect sensor is included in the magnetic core structure of the current probe. Next statement. The Hall effect sensor assures that the static magnetic flux in the core is exactly 0. Here if you see, both statement 1 and statement 2 are true. Hence option A is the correct answer. Next question. This is also assertion and reason type. First assertion. The syndrome depends on both the error pattern and the transmitted code word. This statement is false. Reason. All error patterns that differ by a code word have the same syndrome. This statement is correct. So assertion is false but reason is true. Hence here option D is the correct one. Next question. Which semiconductor materials are used to make charge coupled devices, that is CCD? Silicon, mercurium mercury, cadmium, technetium, tantalum, indium, antimonide. Here if you see, only silicon is used semiconductor material to make CCD. So option A is correct. Next question. CCDs have the following characteristics: low dark current, high noise. Second, high voltage operation, low noise. Third one, poor dynamic range, low dark current. Fourth one, good linearity, low dark current. We know that CCDs have good linearity and low dark current. So answer D is the correct one. Next question. Given below are two statements. Statement 1. The advantage of frame transfer readout architecture compared to the interline transfer is more efficient light sensing area. This statement is correct. Next statement. For both interline transfer and frame transfer, all columns advance their charge signals to the horizontal output register simultaneously. This statement is also true. So here option A is the correct one. Next question. Given below are two statements. Statement 1. A line imager with dual output register has poor readout speed. This statement is wrong because it has a very good readout speed. Next statement. In the frame transfer scheme, signals are shifted to a storage area away from the sensing area. This statement is correct. So statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is true. So here answer D is the correct one. Next question. Given below are two statements. Statement 1. The three basic charge transfer mechanisms in CCD are thermal diffusion, self-induced drift, fringe field effect. Here statement 1 is correct. Next statement. For small amount of signal charge, self-induced drift is the dominant factor, and for a reasonably large charge packet, thermal diffusion is the dominant transfer mechanism. This statement is wrong because for transferring small amount of signal charge, we use thermal diffusion, and for large charge packet, we use self-induced drift. Hence, statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is false. So option C is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following statements are not correct? First statement. Rise time of triangular waveform is always equal to its fall time. We know that for triangular waveform, the rise time is equal to fall time. So first one is correct. Next, sawtooth waveforms have unequal rise and fall times. This statement is also correct. Third statement, triangular wave generator cannot be converted into a sawtooth wave generator. This statement is wrong because we can convert triangular wave generator into sawtooth wave generator. Next one, triangular wave generator can be converted into sawtooth wave generator by injecting a variable DC voltage into the inverting terminal of the integrator. This statement is wrong because triangular wave generator can be converted into sawtooth wave generator by injecting a variable DC voltage into the non-inverting terminal of the integrator. So third and fourth statements are wrong. So option A is the correct answer. Next question. The frequency of oscillation of a quadrature oscillator having resistance of 100 kilo ohm and 0.01 microfarad capacitor is option A 100 Hz, option B 159 Hz, option C 200 Hz, option D 259 Hz. You see, the frequency of oscillation of a quadrature oscillator is given by the formula F is equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. Substituting R is equal to 100 kilo ohm and capacitance C is equal to 0.01 microfarad, we have the frequency as 159 Hz. So option B is the correct answer. Next question. The equation of frequency of oscillation of a triangular wave generator is given as. The formula for frequency of oscillation of a triangular wave generator is F0 is equal to R3 divided by 4 into R1 into C1 into R2. So option D is the correct answer. Next question. A triangular wave generator can be formed by connecting an integrator to a square wave generator, a differentiator to a square wave generator, a differentiator to quadrature oscillator, and integrator to quadrature oscillator. We know that a triangular wave generator can be formed by connecting an integrator to a square wave generator. So option A is the correct answer. Next question. Square wave generator is also called as one-shot multivibrator, sample and hold circuit, free-running multivibrator, voltage to current converter. We know that the square wave generator is also called as free-running multivibrator. So option C is the correct answer. Thanks for watching the video. For more videos, don't forget to subscribe our channel.